It's a wheel in your soul.
Ever look back at your Facebook memories in horror? What's the cringiest thing you did during the 2000s? Let us know in the comments.
Number 10. Abercrombie & Fitch. Few retailers were as in throughout the 2000s as Abercrombie & Fitch. This near-luxury brand was aimed at the preppy crowd. It was known for high prices, sensual marketing, and typically shirtless male models. But looking back, the company was just rife with controversy, from offensive t-shirts to over-sexualized clothing. The company was also slapped with numerous lawsuits. And in 2006, CEO Mike Jeffries admitted that the retailer was exclusionary. He went on to say, quote, "We want to market to cool, good-looking people. We don't want to market to anyone other than that."
Shoppers on Park Avenue had a few things to say to Mr. Jeffries.
I think it's going to affect their business because if they're only letting a certain type of people buy their clothes, then it's kind of going to hurt them.
The interview significantly hurt the brand, and their reputation was tarnished.
Not only will I not let my kids shop at Abercrombie again, I will not let them wear what they already have in their closets.
Number 9. Sideswept bangs. Nothing screams mid-2000 fashion more than sideswept bangs.
I was a woman possessed. I spent about 80% of my time talking about Regina, and the other 20% of the time I was praying for someone else to bring her up so I could talk about her more.
Celebrities like Lindsay Lohan and Ashley Tisdale all sported this instantly recognizable look.
Is this some kind of joke?
All you essentially needed to do was grow very thick bangs, hang it all together, and sweep to one side of the face. Bonus points for obscuring the eye. It was meant to add some edge, and as such, this style is typically associated with emo and punk. Ashley Simpson was an early pioneer of the look, and artists like Gerard Way and Pete Wentz also swept their hair and popularized the style. Admittedly, the side sweep is coming back, but not quite in such a chunky manner.
Doesn't money make you blank?
Number 8. Wearing ties in the Avril Lavigne style. Canadian rocker Avril Lavigne was all the rage in the early 2000s. Her first 2 albums have sold nearly 30 million copies. And classic singles like I'm With You, Complicated, and Skater Boy saw major commercial success.
He was a skater boy, she said see you later boy, he wasn't good enough for her.
Lavigne was well known for her particular style, which included crumpled t-shirts, baggy pants, skater shoes, and most famously, a necktie and tank top combination. This launched a trend of wearing ties with otherwise casual attire, whether tank tops or t-shirts. While this style isn't so complicated, it's definitely out of fashion today, but fans absolutely loved it in the 2000s. Number 7. Arm warmers. Avril Lavigne was also a fan of the arm warmer, as seen in the Complicated music video. Naturally, this punky look launched a host of imitators. There wasn't really a point to wearing arm warmers, it's just that the cool celebrities were doing it. Like both the sweepy fringe and the Avril Lavigne style, arm warmers were typically associated with the punk and emo subcultures. They usually came in the striped variety and reached down to the hand, where they ended in either fingerless gloves or a thumb hole. Arm warmers definitely generated interest and turned heads, but they are otherwise a relic of a bygone fashion era. Number 6. Sharpies on Converse. Chuck Taylor All-Stars are shoes that pretty much never go out of style. They've been a high school standard for many decades, and they remain so throughout the 2000s, but with a twist. Converse really became a staple of the emo subculture throughout the 2000s, but jazzed up with Sharpies. Despite their long-established popularity, nobody had previously really thought much about customizing their kicks this way with markers. Converse sporters drew stars, grids, hearts, unique designs, and even song lyrics onto the shoes themselves. Some designs could be cool, but we think we'll mostly keep our Sharpies away from our shoes these days. Number 5. Fedoras.
So, what are you wearing?
Blue overcoat, fedora.
You really stink at this.
These popular hats have also enjoyed decades of popularity. Fedoras were an everyday staple in the early 20th century and remained as such for many years. They've been associated with gangsters, jazz, film noir, and timeless films like Casablanca.
Now. He's looking at you, kid.
The fedora disappeared for a while, but enjoyed a resurgence in the early 21st century. Unfortunately, it didn't quite evoke the same sense of cool that it did in the 20th. Instead of invoking Humphrey Bogart, the fedoras of the 2000s were more associated with pretension. The negative feelings toward the hat turned it into a much maligned fashion accessory. Eventually, fedoras fell out of fashion and became a literal meme, as embodied by the Fedora Guy. Number 4. Orange makeup.
Commence tanning. 3, 2, 1.
Way too many people were walking around with an orange tint throughout the 2000s. The reasons for this are varied. Sometimes they just bought the wrong shade of foundation. Sometimes they borrowed makeup off a friend without really caring or knowing if it would work for them. Or maybe it was just a way to look like the overly tan celebrities who spent a little too much time in the tanning bed.
I think my mask of sanity is about to slip.
This resulted in things like spray tans and tanning creams becoming insanely popular. While people thought it would make them look good, it all sometimes gave its devotees a bizarre orange hue, like when a TV's color is just a bit off.
GTL, baby. Gym Tan Laundry. Because if everything's put together and you feel great, you look great, awesome night.
Number 3. MSN Messenger. At the time, MSN Messenger was just the coolest thing. Before texting and Snapchat, MSN was the way to stay in touch with your friends.
How good was MSN, by the way? Yeah, right? Shit. These kids these days don't know how easy they've got it.
Popular in the early 2000s, this instant messenger had us comfortably sitting at a computer and chatting with friends for 7 hours a night. And while many are nostalgic for MSN, it's also cause for some prime embarrassment. We're talking posting cringy statuses consisting just of sad song lyrics. And some users would repeatedly log in and out to get their crush's attention. Along the way, they might have accidentally sent the wrong message in hopes of making their crush jealous or revealing their true feelings. Ugh, the cringe was real. Number 2. MySpace selfies. Selfies are obviously still popular, but there's a certain look to mid-2000s MySpace selfies that make them a true cringy art form. Distinguishing these self-portraits from the more modern varieties are the angles of the pictures themselves. The MySpace angle was typically achieved by placing the camera directly above the head and looking up. This resulted in a top-down view that reveals just the face and upper torso. MySpace selfies were also notable for their high contrast or artistic color grading, duck faces, peace symbols, and indoor sunglasses. But the most obvious sign is the presence of a bulky digital camera in mirror selfies. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few dishonorable mentions. Heelys, roller shoes that allowed its wearers to glide around.
It's Heelys, and it's all about fun. So cruise around with your friends, or simply show off and start new trends. It's Heelys.
Trucker hats. The signature baseball cap became a fashion accessory.
Yeah, I'm all about that girl in a tree truck, trucking in a trucker hat.
Glittery hair mascara. The 90s glitter obsession continued into the 2000s. Number 1. Silicone bracelets.
I can't believe we all got duped. I've been wearing this stupid thing for months. I feel like such a tool.
The sentiments behind silicone cause bracelets are, of course, good. But a weird thing happened in the 2000s when charity and awareness bracelets turned from public support to an unpredicted fashion trend. They quickly became one of the year's top fads when they launched in 2004.
Riders in the Tour wore them. The Olympics in Athens were a month later, and Nike gave them out to all their athletes at the Olympics. You had a presidential campaign later that year where John Kerry wore it every day.
People were buying them simply because other people were buying them, and not necessarily because they wanted to show support. As the bracelets became the hottest fashion accessory of the time, countless rip-offs and imitators started to emerge, most of which had nothing to do with charitable causes.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.